Now, something that I want to get to is when I use this method in classes with students, what I really want to do is to get students to understand that they can use this method outside of class and use it on their own, okay? When they're home alone, they can use these methods as well. So this is working on speaking fluency if you don't have a teacher, and if you are willing to do it on your own, just talking to yourself. So what I recommend is finding articles that you're really interested in. If you work in IT or in engineering or law or whatever career you work in. Now, if you want speaking fluency and if you want to focus on technical speaking fluency, find that material. Okay, so if you work in IT, find an article about the Internet of Things, IoT, or find something about artificial intelligence, or find something about coding languages, or whatever you want to talk about, or whatever you want to focus on. Find an article about it, and then depending on your level, if you're at a low level, read a little bit, understand it, talk about it. But if you at the higher levels, maybe read a few sentences, understand it, then try and talk about it. But at the very high level, you could read the full article, really understand the article. Now focus on good quality input. So read the article, create those deep connections, really see the picture of what the article is trying to say, and then turn away from the article and then, think about the article to yourself, or, summarize the article for yourself. Just sit there, okay, what is this article talking about? Like, do I agree with these ideas in the article? What about these ideas? Give your summary, or go through it chronologically as well. Go from the top and go through every point in a very systematic way if you want. But that's basically it. Now you could do that for videos as well. You could find documentaries, or you could find short videos, listen to a little bit. This is all done by yourself. This is speaking fluency done by yourself. The only problem is that you haven't got a teacher to suggest the best language for you, or to give you corrections on pronunciation. Or just with a teacher, it is definitely the best option, because what I try and do is make the conversation as engaging as possible, make it really interesting. So what are they talking about there? Make it really, really interesting for the student, so that they really love having a discussion and conversation. So teacher is definitely the best way to do it, to focus on speaking fluency. But it can be done on your own. I would say do a combination of it. Definitely try and find a teacher who you can do a lot of speaking fluency with. But when you're not having class with your teacher, focus on that input-output method. It's kind of like reading, understanding, and then speaking about it. It's input-output. Focus on that a lot. So another thing that I want to talk about here is writing on it. Okay, so writing is also it's production, it's output, it's expression fluency. Okay, speaking fluency is very difficult because you have to do it straight away. Now with writing, you have more time, so it's a little easier. So I always tell students to focus more on speaking fluency, and then your writing fluency will follow, because you have more time. So, but if you want to focus on writing fluency especially, what you could do is use the exact same method. So find content, find an article that you're interested in that has great vocabulary. Find the article, read a paragraph, really understand it, that's passive vocabulary going in, and then sit back and then write about the paragraph, and try and write about it as accurately as possible, using vocabulary from the paragraph and expressions from the paragraph, and try and use correct structures when you do it, and try and use your own words as well. Okay, and then just keep going down the article like that. Read a paragraph, write about it. Read another paragraph, write about it. Or if you're at a lower level, read one or two sentences and then write about them. It's not exactly read, repeat. It's read and express. Trying to use the same vocabulary so that you keep that vocabulary. And now at the higher levels, you could read a full article and then sit down and try and rewrite the article from memory. It has to be from memory. So, I mean, you can quickly look at the article to remember the ideas, but most of it needs to be from memory.